You know, I was fortunate to spend the last 3 years at Eastern Illinois University under head coach Jay Spoonhour, and we had some really good times and some good teams there, and were able to do some things that have never been done at Eastern Illinois University before. So that was a pretty exciting time for me, and learned a ton under Coach Spoonhour. He's a great coach, even better man. Before that, I spent a couple years at Maryville University, which is a Division II school in St. Louis. St. Louis, which is my hometown, and was again fortunate to work under Kevin Carroll there, and learned a lot about the game of basketball, different way of looking at it and different way to do things. And we were also fortunate to do some things that had never been done at Maryville before. So been pretty lucky to work under some good guys before had the opportunity to come to Oral Roberts and work for Coach Sutton. Well, I've been real familiar with Oral Roberts University from the 90s. I played ball at UMKC in Kansas City, and we were pretty big rivals with Oral Roberts University. And I've just always had a tremendous amount of respect for ORU basketball, and especially Coach Sutton. You know, the numbers that he's done here speak for themselves. I mean, he's had an enormous amount of success, been to multiple postseason tournaments, NCAA tournaments. He's sent multiple guys overseas and make money, but he's a better man than he is coach, and that's one of the biggest things that drew me here to coach for him. Like I said earlier, I've been lucky to work for some great coaches and great men, and I consider him to be both of those, and it was just too good of an opportunity to pass up. I'm telling you, the league right now is probably as good as it's ever been. I mean, if you look at the power rankings of the Summit League last year, I mean, shoot, we were ranked ahead of the Missouri Valley Conference last year as far as the conference rankings go, and I think that speaks volumes about the new teams in our league. There's, you know, top to bottom, there's no easy wins. You got to work for everything you get in this league, and I think that's probably the biggest difference between the league now and then when I played in it is there's so much parity. I mean, there's just no given wins in this league, and I think that just makes it great for all the teams, and makes it great for our power numbers and rankings, and ultimately makes it great for postseason appearances. You know, I've been fortunate that when I was in college, I played for 3 different head coaches. And I've always wanted to be a coach, and so I was like a sponge when I played ball. So I heard everything my coaches said, and I was fortunate to be recruited by Bob Sunvold, who is an enormous basketball mind. He's well respected. You know, I remember learning about the triangle offense from Coach Sunvold, and I still remember that to this day, and I think he was a great coach. And then I was lucky enough to play for Dean Demopoulos, who really taught me to look at the game in a different way. Big zone defensive mind, so I feel like I got a great grasp on that. And then I played for Rich Zvosik, who was great at everything, really. Did a good job of making sure his best players got shots, and a different way of looking at things. So I just feel like I've had a lot of different influences that have taught me basketball in a lot of different ways. And I think that's something that'll help out here when we're looking for new ideas, new ways to go about doing things. I think I've been exposed to a lot of different things, and I think that can help out here. I'm fortunate and blessed to have a wife that loves basketball. She grew up playing basketball, and she went to a university where basketball was a big deal, so she really appreciates it. And she's my biggest fan, and she loves being involved with the players, dinners, and having players over to the house and things like that. She's all in on that stuff. And have 2 daughters. Savannah is my oldest, and Kelly is my youngest. My daughter Savannah, she really loves basketball too. She plays, and she wants to be around it. She'll come to practice, and so yeah, I've been really blessed to have a family that supports what I'm doing and do have a love for basketball.